guys! This is a video on how I made a 3D entryway mirror table for almost the price of nothing. I also DIY drawers for this table with items that you least expect. Now let's get right to it. This is a small display stand that I got from the thrift store for $15. This mirror was thrown away by someone and I quickly picked it up. This is a high quality mirror that's close to 1/4 inch and it's perfect for my project. I used my mirror cutter to cut it to the length that I wanted. I kept that aside and started removing the legs that came with the display table. If you're new to my channel, it's so great to have you here. Now don't forget to click on the subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of my latest videos. These are the legs. And now the display case on its own is so heavy, so I decided not to use it at all. And then I took a TV stand that I don't use anymore and turned it over to see if it's something I could work with. I spray painted the legs black for now and kept to the side. I made points of where I would like to insert the legs, but I couldn't find a larger bit, so I'm going to be using scissors to form the holes. I'm making the holes wide enough so it can fit the screws that are in the middle of all the legs. Now that that's done, the next thing will be to put in all of the legs and secure it with actual screw nails that came with each and every one of the legs. This is what it looks like after I had all the legs put in place. Now to cover up the back, I'm going to be using trifle boards. I'm using 2 trifle boards that has been cut to size. And then I'm going to be gluing both boards together so that I can have the white background in the front and at the back. I'm using school glue in the middle. And then later on, I'm going to go around the edges with a hot glue gun. I place it at the back, and I'm going to be attaching it using a hot glue gun. After I was done with that, I used tape to measure out where I want my partition to be, and I'm going to be using a strong foam board that I got from Walmart for the partition. These are corner braces that I'll use as part of the support for the boards. I stopped here for now and then quickly looked for a box that would fit the bottom part. And so I took a large Amazon box that I've had at home for a while and then took out the parts that I don't need and cut out the measurements that would fit the space. I started painting and then I stopped here and glued the inner flaps with a hot glue gun just to make it stronger. And then I'm going to be using a white foam board on top of it. When I was sure that it fit properly, I glued it on using a hot glue gun. I then later used a black foam board that I cut to size for the front and then made lines to make it easy for me when I'll be gluing the box to the foam board. I glued the box to the foam board using a hot glue gun and a strong adhesive. And then for the sides, I'm going to be using a strong poster board that I got from Walmart. Now that I was sure of the height that I wanted for this, I went ahead and continued with the support by adding wall brackets. There will be space in the middle because I'm going to be having drawers on both sides. I will use a strong adhesive to hold the board to the braces and the brackets. Like I said earlier, the middle part is going to be empty. extension here is too much, but it's gonna act as a stopper for my drawer. I also considered the size of the wall brackets when I was making the drawer. I will not be putting heavy items in any of these drawers, but you can skip this step altogether if you already have drawers. These are plastic trays that I've had for a while now and I wanted using for a DIY project, so I'm gonna use it for this project. I spray painted them white using a white gloss spray paint. I cut a white foam board to fit the size. That's gonna go here. And then I'm doing it because the trays are not straight. So after putting this, I'm gonna be putting a smaller one so that it will be easy for me to glue the front to it. And I used a black foam board for the front. And the height is perfect for the space I want to use it for. The edges are rough, so I'll be using craft sticks to cover it. And now back to the body. The wood over here is supporting the wood by the side, so I couldn't take it off. But the space that's here is perfect for the tray that I used in making the drawers. This is the space that I was talking about, so I'm just gonna use this little board here and glue it in the middle to separate them. After that, I put in the bottom part. Because of the design that I wanted, I took out all of the drawers and spray painted the legs and then the outer parts of the table, leaving the top. And I also spray painted where I had the craft sticks on the first layer of drawers. I'm going to be using this mirror duct tape to cover the sides of the top of the table because it's an allowance that I gave when I was cutting the mirror. So then I placed the mirror on top to see how it was going to fit first before I glue it on. This is a set of 2 silver-plated plastic bowls that I got from the Dollar Tree. And I'm going to be attaching tape on both sides so that I can just glue it on to see what it looks like first before I continue with the rest. I'm attaching the bowls to the drawers using a hot glue gun first before I go around with an A6000 glue. I also used these bowls to decorate a Walmart mirror. A short clip of how the mirror turned out is besides this video. And the link is going to pop up at the top right, and it's also going to be in the description box below. I will be using a strong adhesive, and this is an E6000 glue, and I will apply it in between all of the plates to make sure that they're all well secured. These are crystal knobs that I'm going to be using, and the link is going to be in the description box below. I glued the knobs here, here, and here. So I used 3 knobs for both sides. And by the side of the table, there's this space because of the extension of the wood at the bottom. I cut a foam board and covered it up with the mirror tape. And then used hot glue at the back because the tape does not adhere properly. I made 2 of them for both sides and then glued them on. So for this project, I have 2 drawers up here and then 1 at the bottom. So the 3rd knob that I put that's at the lower sides are just there to make it look uniform. And the ones that don't have knobs, I use gems on them. I just love the 3D effect that these bowls have given to this table, and it has also made it so unique and so interesting. I'm probably going to use the top drawers for batteries and my wide range of remotes for lighting, and then the bottom for throws. I have seen a couple of tables with interesting looks that cost a lot in stores, but I'm so glad that with a thrift find, a forgotten stand, and a neglected mirror, I was able to make a fancy 3D entry table for myself. So I basically spent money on just the bowls, brackets, braces, because I had every other thing at home, including things like the screws, the crystal knobs, and paint. Which brings me to a total of $30 that I spent for the whole project. Let me know what you guys think about this 3D entry table in the comment section below, and remember to like and share. Thank you so much for watching. I have other videos linked in the description box below. Do check them out and don't forget to click on the subscribe button.